All right. So guys, we're going to go ahead and get started tonight. Thank you so much for getting on. So what we're going to do tonight is basically go over just a little bit of the beginning training of isogenics, just getting started. So the first that I want to do is I'm going to take you to a back office and basically go over what it looks like to set up your account, make sure you can enroll into the IsaBody and that type of thing. Elisa, can I use your account?
Sure.
Okay. Do you know your new number?
No.
Okay. I think it's Elisa or one. I'll just try to log in to it. Just because yours is going to look more like everybody else's. So hold on one. Okay, so in order to log into your back office, you guys are basically going to go into isogenics.com. That's going to take you right into your back office. I'm going to attempt to log into Elisa's. Did I spell that right, Elisa?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So once you log into your back office, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to go ahead and go to full site just because it's a little bit easier for me. So here at the full site, the first thing I want to kind of point out is on this page is this purple box. It just kind of comes up and it's like, click here to become associates. So many times associates or preferred customers will come in. We enroll every single person as a preferred customer. In order for you to get paid in money and not get paid in product coupons, you will want to click on the purple box. You will enter in your date of birth and your social security number. That will convert you over. You really have 3 months to do that and still continue banking volume if you don't convert. But the minute you get your first enrollment is when you want to convert over. In Isogenics, you're going to see, I'm going to direct you to a video. When you watch the video, you'll see a couple of different levels. And one of the levels is manager. And in order to become a manager, you have to enroll 2 people that enroll 2 people. You have to do that in your first 60 days of being in the company. I know a lot of you are listening to the recording may not even be interested in the business. And so, but for those of you that are, that time clock starts ticking when you convert from preferred customer over to an associate, which is why I kind of recommend waiting until you get that first enrollment and then converting over. And now, I'm gonna move over here and I'm gonna click on contest and promotions. In the contest and promotions, I'm going to scroll down, and right here you see the IsaBody challenge. To me, this is one of the most important challenges and probably the most important challenge that Isogenics offers. Basically, what happens is you enroll into the challenge as long as you use the product for 16 weeks, so you stay active ordering into the company for 16 weeks. At the end of 16 weeks, you get $200 in free product. Basically, it's going to give you the start date. You're going to put in your date of birth, your height, your weights, and do some before and after pictures. Save those, and then that basically puts you in the position to enter the challenge. The top 25 people in Isogenics that place in the IsaBody challenge win a cruise, and the top person gets $25,000 cash. And so it's pretty exciting, but no matter what, just for participating for the 16 weeks, you get $200 in free product, a t-shirt. And I always tell everyone not submitting and not entering is kind of like not taking your Kohl's cash. So it's really important that you do that. So you definitely want to get on board with that and make sure that that's happening. Now, the next thing that we're going to look at is I'm going to click on orders. And while I'm pulling this up, I also want to just kind of mention to you that there's also an app that you can download called the Isa Life app. I'm going to show you some details about that here in a second when we move over to our training page. But downloading that app, everything that I'm doing on here, you can also do on the app. So you can either do it through isogenics.com, or you can download that ISO Life app that's right in your app store. It's a free app, and you can use it. You can do everything we're doing right now through that app. So you can use either or. I do want to talk about the auto ship. Now, for those of you that really are not caring whether or not you make money, it does not matter the amount of product that you're ordering into the company. You can treat it just like you would Amazon Prime. Order what you want, when you want, how you need to order it, that type of thing. However, if you are wanting to earn income, you need to be at 100 business volume, which is about $150 worth of products every 30 days in order to earn income. I'm really trying to let people know that, because a lot of times, even if someone's not wanting to build a business, they'll lose weight. They have a couple of friends ask them, and they could be getting free products, but they're not ordering quite enough. So you're going to watch that. Now, your auto ship most likely was set up with the same exact product that you ordered the last time. And so it looks like Elisa's has something a little bit different. But whatever that auto ship is, you want to watch that. You want to make sure that if you want to earn money, it's at 100 business volume. So right here, you can see for whatever reason, with Elisa's, I only ordered 49 business volume in her BV. I think it's because she had raspberry shakes and I couldn't put those in the auto ship wouldn't take that. So when her order goes out in 30 days, she's going to need to add to that. And she can add to that just by clicking add products to this auto ship. She can add to that and get that to 100 business volume. If on your auto ship there's something you don't want, right here is where you can go in and basically edit that, take care of that, so that like you can go to the catalog right here where it says Isogenics catalog right here, and you can go in and order different items. But that's really how you manage that. Make sure you pay attention to the date. So here's Alyssa's date, 11/24. If she wants to change that date, if she wants the auto ship to go out on a different date, she's going to need to change that by 11/23 at 11 p.m. or otherwise she's going to get the same order that comes out. So you want to make sure that you're staying on top of that, that you are totally in control of that. So what comes out, how that works is totally up to you. So that's the auto ship. Moving back over here, really, I think that's really what we'll talk about on this page. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to Team Destiny. Oh, wrong place. Hold on, guys. I gotta change that somewhere else. There we go. We're gonna go into Team Destiny Online.com. Okay, so this is our training site, Team Destiny Online. When you come to the landing page, it's basically going to take you to a checklist. You can read through the checklist, but it'll show you, number one, schedule your back office training. We just did that. You can check that right off. That's what we just did. I just took you through there, showed you about enrolling, showed you how to convert, and showed you your auto ship. You also want to watch the Shake Day and Cleanse Day videos. I'm going to show you those in just a second. You want to consider entering the ISO Body Challenge. I showed you that. Also, in your back office, you can go into Healthy Mind and Body, or if you click on that, it's going to give you the link to take you back to your back office. And you can enter that. That's $40. It's an amazing program. It's very enlightening. If you pay the $40 to enroll in that program, you actually get $40 back in free product in return. There's a video you'll want to watch on getting your products paid for, and I'm actually, when we go to the next page, I'm going to draw it out for you, but there's always a video that you can look at as well. We have 3 support groups that you want to make sure that you're in: Fit Happy Life, 14-Day Challenge, and ISO Rocks. Now, we run 14-day challenges all throughout the year. Twice a year, we run a 30-day challenge, and right now, we're starting that on November 1st. So the challenge that you should be in right now is the Holiday Fit Happy Challenge, our Fit and Healthy Challenge. If you're not in that, if you're not in the 30-day challenge, you need to message me so we can make sure that we get you put in there. This is where you'll get all of your support with the products. Dr. Stevie will be on there coaching about how to do a shake day, how to do a cleanse day. We'll be giving you meal ideas and really helping you to plan out. There's free workouts that you can do daily, and we also are giving away prizes. With the current challenge, we're actually giving away a Yeti cooler, which is pretty exciting. And then there is the Isa Rocks, which is the business page. So you want to make sure also that you are in that page as well. So those are the 3 pages that you want to make sure that you're a part of. It's really where our communication happens. Isogenics offers a ton of resources. So there's Isogenics Business, Isa Product, Isa Health, Isogenics Events. Those are all our company sites that you can go into, and it's pretty obvious, like with the business, there's all kinds of business ideas, with the product ideas, with the health and science ideas, and then any links that are talking about our upcoming events. The next thing that you'll see is download the ISO Live app onto your phone. You'll find that in your app store. We talked about that earlier, but you definitely want to download that. It's a huge time saver, and quite honestly, it has the best tracking app I've ever seen for if you want to track like and look at your macronutrients, your exercise, different things like that to really help you track if you are a tracker. It has a free app that is better than anything I've ever paid for. So sometimes I'm like, I can't even believe they give it to us for free. But it's amazing on there. You can find all kinds of different information. You can change your auto ship on there. You can enroll a new member on there. So that's really something that you'll want to download and take a look at. So that's your checklist. You can kind of remember that. I'm going to move over here to the Getting Started page. We're just going to run through this really quickly. You guys, for some reason, I'm having a little bit of feedback. So I don't know if you guys can hit mute on your phone. That would be wonderful. So just tap down on the left hand screen of your phone and just click mute. Hold on. Okay. So the first thing that you see here. Okay. The first thing that you see here is how to do a cleanse day and how to do a shake day video. So those videos are super important that you are taking a look at those and learning how to do that. Dr. Stevie also will be posting cleanse day and shake day videos in our groups that we do either every 14 days or every 13 days. Also, here's the video on how to get your products paid for. Definitely, I would love to see you take a look at that. I'm going to draw that out real quickly for you guys, so just so that you can see this. And so let me do this for you guys real quickly. Flip my screen over. I think I'm on my Zoom like 3 times somehow. Okay, so basically this is you when you come into Isogenics. And you have the ability to refer people. I'm not really talking about the sales side with this. That is a whole nother topic. This is more so just you're using the product and people ask you about it. So when you open up your account and you convert over from a preferred customer over to an associate by clicking that purple box that I showed you earlier, at that point, you are able to earn money. So let's say this is you, and you want to watch that video, you want to convert over to an associate, and then you can actually earn money back when people ask you. So let's say your friend at work sees you lose 10 pounds, and they're like, oh goodness, how did you do that? And you tell them Isogenics is going to give you referral money. Now, all you are is a glorified connector. You're not selling to them. They're just asking you questions, you're answering, and they're buying from Isogenics. So let's say that this person purchased a value pack. If they purchased a value pack, you'd make $100. If this person purchased a value pack, you'd make $100. If they purchased them in the same week, it would double and you'd make $200 and $200. So basically you would make $400 because you shared with 2 people. They bought from Isogenics value packs. Now, because you told 2 people, even if those people are just ordering smaller packs, you still make another $50, so that's $450. Now, if this friend tells their 2 friends, you make $100, and if this friend tells 2 of their friends, you make $100. So that's another $200. which is $650. And if you do that in your first 60 days, you make an additional $250. So that's $900 really just for getting healthy, people asking you and you answering their questions. So you want to be aware of that, which kind of brings me to the next thing that I want to show you on our team training site. And that is that it really is inevitable that people are going to ask you about the product. So as you're getting results and they're seeing it, they're going to ask. Now, one thing that I see, especially if you're on and you're like, I don't want to make money, this isn't anything I want to do, it's super important that you really understand, I believe it's important that you understand how to get your product paid for, because people are going to ask, and if you know what to do and how to handle that, you can end up getting your product free. So what I see happen sometimes with an associate is their friend will say, do you sell it? And the associate says no, because they don't. They're just using it. And then that friend ends up Googling it and buying it from somewhere else. And if instead of saying, no, I don't sell it, if all you learned how to do, or if all you did was say, I don't really sell it, but I can point you in the right direction, and if you decide you're interested, I get credit if I refer you. Just like, I mean, that's no different than we have Vivint security system, and if we refer people, we get money back on that. So same thing, I don't work for Vivint, but yeah, I don't want them, if I'm gonna get money back, I wanna know how to do that. So that's really what that looks like, is making that connection. Now, a couple of things that you can do, there's a couple of options with this. I'm going to touch on this one first briefly. And this may or may not feel comfortable to you. You don't have to do this by any means, but I'm going to put it out there for maybe that person. Maybe you're well connected. Maybe people are already asking you, or they saw you drink a shake. What you're going to find very quickly is people start asking questions. What you want to do is you want to learn how to answer their questions very concisely, and really just kind of point them into the direction of our tools that we have in place. But you're basically, what I suggest, possibly one option would be to do 5 training calls. And so basically what that would be is where you would find 5 people that will listen to the information only for your training purposes. So let's say that you have a friend, a sister, an aunt, a brother, and a cousin, and you just say to them individually, would you be willing to listen to a training call while my friend Jessica goes over all the information so that I can hear her go over it, so that when someone asks me a question, I know how to answer it. And when we do that, the purpose of that call is not to recruit that person. There's a good chance they're not interested, but at least it gives you the opportunity to hear your recruiter go over the information. So that's one great way to handle it. Now, what you're going to find though, if that does not really work for you, you can actually, and you're just saying, Amy, I don't want to do that. One option would be when someone says, what is it? Just to simply say, it's nutritional cleansing. I love it. Would you mind if I add you into my private Facebook group so that you can take a look around? So then you just take that person and you add them into Fit Happy Life, and you're going to tag them in a post that relates to them. So Fit Happy Life is the group that we talked about on the other page. So you just you type their name in, you add them in, and they're looking around, and then you can just see if they have questions. And so that's another way. Now, let's talk about posting your progress on social media. This is not social media marketing. I'm doing a training on how to build your social media tonight at 9, but that is not what this is. This is actually just really gently teaching you how to post your journey online so that it's a little bit more lax or laid back. So I have never been one to say, buy Isogenics, I sell Isogenics, I'm an Isogenics guru, buy it. I don't do that. I basically have just shown my journey of losing 30 pounds, getting healthy, now working out, and just staying on track. So for example, when I lost my first 30 pounds, I wrote on my Facebook wall, when I pulled off my pajama pants, I could feel my hip bones. I had not felt them in a really long time. And so on my Facebook wall, I wrote, holy hip bones, I have not felt these in a decade. I love nutritional cleansing. I didn't say anything about isogenics. And when that happened, all these people were like, what is it? 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 And I was able to then private message them. It is nutritional cleansing. I love it. Do you mind if I add you into my private Facebook group? And I was able then to add them into the private Facebook group. Now that brings me to, once you add them in to Fit Happy Life, they're going to look around. You can tag them in a video. When they watch the video, they're probably going to end up asking you questions. So when they ask those questions, if you've done the training that we talked about, which you get on the phone call with your enrolling sponsor, they go over all this information 5 times with 5 different people. If you've done that, when they ask you questions, you can really get on the phone with them and really feel pretty comfortable answering their questions. If you haven't done those trainings, you may need to get your enrolling sponsor to get on a 3-way call with them and help you to answer their questions. But basically, that's really what this looks like. Now, I'm not going to do any part of the business training tonight, but this right here, this section, there is a link if you want more information on the business. There's a chart called the Crystal Executive Chart. So if you're on tonight and you're like, man, I want to know more about really building the business. I want to make 6 figures. I want to make this happen. If that's you, then you need to let your enrolling sponsor know that, the person that had you get on know that, because they can connect you with a boot camp recording training and do some personal training with you to help you really focus on the business. But tonight's call, we're really just focused more so on if someone just getting those referrals. Now, I'm all about the business. Just to say a plug, I've made over $1 million in 7 years working very, very, very part-time. So I'm all about it. So let us know if that's something that interests you. And basically, that's really what we have. If you have questions, definitely just holler at the person that had you get on. But thank you guys so much. And I'm sorry about the technical difficulty at the beginning. So thank you guys.